I've worked pretty hard to bring you some of these stubborn facts that we've been talking about, but I can't really expect you to take my word for any of this. I understand full well that when it comes to the subject of employment and disability, there's one far more credible source than me. That is, other businesses. What businesses have experience with this topic, particularly in my industry, and what are they doing? From the primary sources I've shown you, I've developed a list of what we call best employer practices with respect to disability issues. Now, most of these names will be familiar to you. Some of these organizations are tiny, but most of them are pretty sizable. Some of them are public sector, and most are private sector. In all, there's 73 companies on the list. Each one has been recognized by an independent organization or researcher for a particular best practice, although most engage in far more than one. I've taken what is known about these 73 companies and I've compiled a table of their best practices, regardless of size or industry. The 4 most frequently listed best practices are: 1, very innovative and aggressive recruitment strategy; 2, very heavy involvement of employees with disabilities in the critical functions of the organization; 3, a behavioral commitment from top managers to the full integration of disability to the company's diversity initiative; and 4, creative and exciting accommodation practices. There are 13 other best practices, but I'm just going to sneak in 4 more that I think are particularly creative. 1, the development of disability-oriented affinity networks with an empowered leadership and budget. 2, a requirement that vendors, recruiters, suppliers, and contractors of the company will also support some disability initiatives. 3, global benchmarks for the outcomes of the disability initiatives are key to the most stringent standard available worldwide. And 4, the aggressive utilization of tax incentives. Exactly what businesses are engaged in each of these best practices, and will they share this information with me? Here are a couple of resources for you. The first of these is the National Network of ADA Centers. In the interest of disclosure, I'm professionally affiliated with this group. They can be found at adata.org. The second of these is WorkSource Wisconsin, an employer disability resource center for business and by business. They can be found at worksourcewi.com. In closing, I suppose you could become an ADA scholar and look over your shoulder all the time for that big stick wielded by that nasty big brother of ours. Or you can look at other business and replicate and expand and even improve upon some of their best practices. I think if you take option 2, you will accelerate your innovation. You'll find really valuable employees. You'll expose yourself to new markets consisting of millions and millions of Americans with disabilities, their family members, and the people who value them. You'll have little to fear from the EEOC. And if they do come calling, well, they may find that you made a mistake, but you've also created a disability-friendly and accessible workplace. And that will serve you very well should things get messy. Now, I've done my level best in this film to provide you with evidence of the current state of affairs in employment and disability, to expose you to fellow employers and other organizations that can help you find your way. I'm going to shoot another film to address some of your other concerns. This new product will focus on the stubborn facts about reasonable accommodation, other true costs of employing people with disabilities, and your actual risks for being involved in disability-related litigation. My name is Brian McMahon, and I'm a small business owner in Ashland, Virginia. I've maintained a business since 1977. In the 80s, I worked as a director of operations for a large healthcare concern. I'm also the director of the National EEOC ADA Research Project at Virginia Commonwealth University, where I'm a full professor in the Department of Rehab Counseling and in Rehabilitation Medicine. Thank you.